Hello to everyone. Hey guys, I can see some people still coming in. Wow, what a day. For us it's already evening. For some of you already probably Wednesday morning. It's 4 a.m. Yeah, so it's midweek for you already. All right, let me start to share my screen. Hello everyone. Wow, I'm very excited. It's been a very long time since I ran the presentation, so I'm really happy to be here, and I think everything is running good. You can hear me, you can see me, right? Where can I see the chat? It's here. Good evening, guys. All right, let's not waste the time, and let's crack on. So today's presentation is about the new economic evolution of the world. It's an exciting time for the company. I always accept the challenges, and I always love, changes. Changes sometimes is very difficult to adapt to changes for some people, but I think throughout my journey, I have learned how to adapt to for the things that are changing, and the world is changing anyways, and things are changing every day, every week, every month, every year. So we just have to be open-minded, and we need to find a way how we can accept that changes are for good. Changes are not for bad, changes are for good. And I'm really happy to be here today to present our new economic evolution of the world mission, concept, presentation, call it as you wish. But this is something that I couldn't see 5 years ago, I couldn't see a year ago, probably most of us, but it's been an exciting journey. Hi guys, for those who are still joining, I'm just wondering if I'm shared live streamed on Facebook to see the questions, if someone can guide me who is supporting me with the organization of this today, so I know where to check the questions people might have or anything like that. Yeah, I hope someone will let me know about that. So before we start, obviously we can't skip the compliance and disclaimer. Most of you probably have seen it, heard about it, read this. This is just to let you know, guys, that I'm not the broker, and I'm not going to sell you any financial product. Neither we have a license to do so. We are not here to sell any shares or the tokens. We are here presenting you the opportunity, which has come, I think it comes once in a lifetime in front of us. And I'm happy that many of us have been prepared for it, to see the opportunity, because there are so many opportunities that people are missing or skipping because they're not prepared for it. So via this opportunity, we give people a participation option in a wealth creation education, which provides the fundamental principles of which a wealth is created and maintained. For this, you get some free gifts or free bonuses in different kind of shape or form, which probably will bring you some great, fruits in later years. And EIP is educational information products. I will mention that. MLCI, which is multi-level crowd investing. CREW, which is crypto unit or internal token points, digital stock analog, and STO, security token offering. If you do so have questions after the presentation, please do your due diligence in the first place, and if you need even more information, then you can go to your licensed account or financial consultant in your region, country, according to requirements in your state and country. Someone is impatient today. That's fine, guys. I'm still positive. Let's crack on. So for those who don't know me, my name is Anete Martinsone. I'm the member of Leadership Council, which was a very big surprise to me, but everything comes in the right time in the right place. I have also reached the vice president, rank according to NEEW group of companies business program. We have I have passed Master Profi multiple times. Therefore, I'm multi graduate, multiple times graduate of Master Profi training. And I saw myself as a coach. Actually, that was one of my dreams when I was little, to be a teacher. And here you go, my dream has come true. And today I'm also the certified coaches of Master Profi training. I'm also international speaker and a private investor. Wish to call myself soon as a professional investor, but I'm getting there as well. Member of the World General for Peace Association, which was a big honor to myself as well. For those, by the way, who would love to be part of this association, you have all the options to do so. And I have an experience in sales and business development. Today's program will be as follow. We're going to talk about why there are only 10% of population on the planet that owns 90% of money, and how come that 90% of population are not even dividing, they're fighting for 10% of the wealth on this planet. So there is enough money for all of us, but how come that's such an unequal distribution of the money? What is the new economic evolution of the world concept? How you could potentially enter the investors club if you wish so, how to become a co-owner of companies, access to which is closed, and receive passive income. And guys, I will tell you one little secret later on, how much it costs in the UK, the average minimum access to the portfolio that comes here as a bonus, and how to create a multi-million global business within our company if you wish to become our active partner in the mission. I will call it like that because this is the mission that we do, and promotions and news that we have in our company locally and globally. Clean everything. Thanks, Ainsley. So you see, there is a saying, the rich get richer and poor gets poorer. And to be honest, it's not about, as I said, there is enough money in the world. Actually, the statistics shows that there is enough money that if the money will be equally distributed among the people on this planet, everyone would have 1 million in their pocket. How crazy is that, right? But unfortunately, it says that the statistics by, Rich Dad Poor Dad book, it says that 10% of population, as I said, 90% of population is trying to fight for 10% of population, and 10% is sharing and enjoying 90% of the wealth. The only issue or the challenge, or how you call it, the gap in between, the workman and entrepreneurs and business owner and investor, I see, is the information that we have received in the school. I know a lot of companies talking about that. I know a lot of, books are talking about that, but for some reason, there are no changes coming up until now, apart from our company. And a lot of people are saying, come work for us, or come be in this business and you're going to make millions and so on. But that's not true. That's like just a bubble for people to kind of fall for it. For people to become wealthy and be part of that 10% population, it's not about the digits in the account only. It's about the mindset. It's about the learning, about the information that we have, we own, or we know that will help us to become millionaire. Because there is a saying, don't wait for you to have those millions in account, start thinking like a millionaire. And unfortunately, the workman would, as far as I know, don't think like investors. They don't think as the business people. They think how they can trade their money for their time for the money. And I'm happy that I was a workman as well. I've been there, I've done that, I've been an employee. And I know how hard it is to do the work that you don't enjoy even, just to do it because you have to pay the bills, so you have to support the family, or you have to support, whoever you have to support. And, to get out of the employment status, it's like you need to have a courage. You need to have that passion of saying like enough is enough, and I want something more. You see, for me, it was someone kicked out from my comfort zone. It was my previous boss. For those who don't know, I was fired from my previous job, 2016, 1st of August. And yeah, it was a shock to me. You know, I kind of wanted to leave my job because I didn't enjoy it. It was against my belief system. But the universe could hear me, and the universe said, you know, if you say it's enough, then it's enough. And, you know, it kicked me out from my comfort zone. And I made my decision that I want to become an entrepreneur. By the way, at that time, I couldn't even pronounce this word, entrepreneurship. And the journey wasn't easy. But you see, when people are in the comfort zone, that they are very scared to, you know, face that kind of the uncomfort. But I was pushed to feel that, you know, and to experience that. And to be honest, that made me even stronger. It made me to understand that the current system which is in place are not hasn't prepared us for such situations. Schools never taught me, you know, that with good grades and with diploma, if I had such diploma, you know, there is a possibility I'm not going to get a job, or there is a possibility I will be, you know, fired from my job. They never prepared us for that kind of life situations. The life is teaching us, right? That's why there is a saying, never stop learning, because the life will never stop teaching you. And I'm really happy that it happened to me today, because I might be still sitting by the same table, by the same computer, in the same place, doing the same work 3 years later. But I didn't. Like, I was lucky enough to be kicked out from my work comfort zone, and to enjoy the life that I have right now. You know, it's just about to understand what we truly want, and just to ask the right things for the universe. And but being just an entrepreneur or as a self-employment is not easy as well, because you need to learn a lot of new things that also never taught us in school. You know, how to control your money, how to I don't know, do the taxation at the end of the year, or whatever. Let's say in April we have to do it in London. You know, there were so many other things that they never taught us in school, and I'm just wondering why. You know, why they haven't never done it to us. They would help us to not just to get to receive the diploma, and then we are kind of going and trying to work in any job that's available, but we would have that mindset of creating our own businesses. We would have a mindset of, you know, not just to ask for the job, but how we can create the jobs. I'm not sure, you know, where the system is going to go in the next 5 to 10 years, but it's definitely outdated system, or it's a broken system. And only few people are kind of breaking that system, or break through that system, and becoming a business people and investors. And I think because I didn't go to university, I don't have that the system I have to follow in my head, in my mind, for since I was 18 years old. I'm just doing by what I feel by my heart, and what I'm listening from successful people. Because in 2016, when I was fired from job, I didn't listen to the people who were at the same level as I was. I was listening to people who were above me, because those are the people I decided to follow, and decided to listen to their opinion, or their you know, they approach to life. And because of those people, I am here today, enjoying my life and doing what I love and love what I do, right? It's just about the matter of you deciding what is it that you truly want from your life. And you know what? The other side of the quadrant is where it's not just about the money, because the money is not. The money doesn't make me happy, right? The money doesn't make me people happy. But the things that we can do with that money, and the time freedom that I have today, you know, is what we should be. We all should be living for. Okay, because unfortunately, you know, there is such a situation in the world that people are, you know, picketing. They're going out there and asking for jobs. They're looking for ways how they can make the living. But what I understood is it doesn't matter how much money you're going to earn today or tomorrow. If you don't have the right mindset, you know, or you don't have the right information how to manage your money, you can earn 1,000 today, 2,000 tomorrow or 10,000 in a month's time, you will end up in the same position. Later, like sooner or later, it will happen, because I was changing the jobs from one job to another job because my paycheck was raising. My paycheck every month was higher, but what was left at the end of the month wasn't that great. And sometimes I had, like I started having more credit cards than I had before I had that raise of the paycheck. So same thing I'm saying to people who don't have the university diploma and those who have diploma. The only difference that could have between these people is that how much money you earn, but again, how much money is left at the month and at the end of the month could be the same. But money doesn't always solve the problem. Sometimes money is actually escalating the problem. And whether people are ready to have more money, whether it's going to fix their problems, maybe for some time, but then other opportunities, other expenses or liabilities will come in your life, and you will still end up in the same position. So I think instead of giving people only the money, we have to give people the knowledge, how to use this money, how to utilize the money, how to manage the money, how to to make this money to grow for you while you're sleeping, because that's what we want, right? In school we were taught to go to job and work for 8 hours, for 10 hours and just get the money. But ask yourself, do you want to, picturing your current lifestyle and the life that you want, do you want to earn 8 hours per day, or you want to earn 24 hours a day? If you lose the job tomorrow, guys, and I believe you have those who listen to me, for those maybe who listen to this presentation for the first time, do you have someone that you have to look after? Do you have bills to pay? Do you have someone that you are supporting? What if, like, the question is, do you have the second income source? If you don't have, then do you have an insurance to insure your the salary? Probably you don't have either, because whenever I speak to people, majority of people don't have that. So what if you don't have that job tomorrow? What are you going to do? We all think that I have my job and it's secure. It's not. For me, it was gone like in one day, in 1 minute. Actually, they fired me after working hours at 6 p.m. There are no guarantees in life. Yes, I don't have anyone to, like, a little child to look after, but I had to look after myself or my family back in Latvia. No one cared about that. They just fired me. Do you think other people will care about you when they have to make that decision, that they have to go in bankruptcy or they have to fire a few people because they are not able to cope anymore with certain things? Think about these things, because today's people, majority of people today think about today, what they earn today, what's happening today. They don't even think about 1 year ahead or 5 years ahead or 10 years ahead. Think about it. And there is no guarantee, I'm telling you. So what if you lose that one income stream? What's going to happen? Write down on a paper. You're sitting and watching, listening to me. Take the paper and a pen and write down the things that you are responsible for today, the things that you are paying today from your income, and what will happen if you lose that tomorrow. And then think whether you are prepared, and your plan A, because I don't suggest to have plan B or C. Think if your plan A right now is going to work in every situation that you might face today or tomorrow, or basically in the future. Okay? If not, then you have to start rethink your business plan, your life plan, and think what is it that you can do today, to prepare yourself. It's nothing bad to prepare yourself, but just do it. And then you won't face the problems that I faced or someone else has faced in today's reality, in today's society. Okay? So what is the solution? What we can do to help these people to manage their life, to start dreaming again, to realize that there is something more than this paycheck to paycheck job. By the way, in UK, in US, 76% is living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because they have these all liabilities put on themselves. So the solution could be the obviously new economic evolution of the world concept. That's why we are here, right? This is our mission. I'm here because of this mission. And this mission is to educate 15% of population about the wealth management, so that we can distribute the wealth more equally. So instead of having 10% the population earning 90%, what if we can minimize to maybe 60 or 50, or make it like 50-50, you know, or today's 90% of population could potentially divide, you know, to have 40% of the wealth. You know, how can we do that? There must be some solution, some way, some tools that we can implement in today's life to make our lives better tomorrow, to make this world a better place, you know, to make it more safe and secure, you know, because if you are looking at all these news and, you know, what we can hear on the TV or read in a magazine, it's always negativity. There are like barely any positivity in today's news channels. You know, if there is, then it's like, wow, you know, something good is happening in the world, because most of the time these news are some negatives, you know, negatives. I'm not even switching on TV because I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to hear that, because enough is enough. We need to think about positive things. We need to think about the solutions, because if it's not us, then who is going to think about that? Yeah, we want to make this world more happier. We want to make ourselves happier. But by making other people happier, we're going to make ourselves happier. That's what I believe. I believe in significance. I believe in adding value to other people's lives. We can make ourselves more happier as well. And by seeing these people around you more prosper, more happy, and more, you know, more smiley face, is people smiling more, then can you imagine how good this world could be? You know, why this is happening? Because there is such an unequal, you know, the putting people in different groups, or dividing people in different groups, and all this. I don't want to even talk about the negativity, guys, but you know, the new economic evolution of the world can make people more happier and this world a better place, and make dreams to come true. It has made my dreams to come true as well. And who is the creator? Who is the author of all this concept? Is Andre Havrato. I met him already numerous times, and every time I see him, I can feel how, I don't know why, guys. I will tell you this, that recently, for the past 1 or 2 years, I start feeling more and more people, and I feel some energies, and I feel also situations, whether in which I want to be or which I don't want to be, what people I feel good or bad energy. But from Andre Havrato, you know, he has a mission, and he's going to do no matter, like, whatever it takes to make it happen, right? Obviously he can't do it on his own. He needs people with him. He needs people with the same energy, with the same dreams, with the same kind of goals, you know, to help him to drive this train. If you call this a train, mission is a train, and he's a captain, to go through this journey with him. It will be probably difficult for him to get to this goal and accomplish this mission with the wrong people. But so far, I know in this company we have such an amazing people who are helping him to, you know, to make this dream to come true. And by helping again him, we are helping ourselves, you know, by helping and getting on this journey with Andre Havrato. I'm making my life journey more prosper as well, and more happier. And Andre Havrato is not just another person, you know, who just I don't know, was an IT person, or working in a hotel, or, you know, someone who was just an employee and just, you know, now decided to make a mission. Andre Havrato has a lot of experience and knowledge that he can now share it with other people. You know, once I said in my presentation that Andre Havrato was broke 2 times, you know, and finally he kind of realized what was he doing wrong, and, you know, what rules and habits you need to follow. And someone said, why would I follow the person who was broke 2 times? Well, actually, these are the people we have to follow, because they were broke, but today they are not anymore. You know, now they are successful people. Because to become a millionaire, you have to invest a lot of time, and you have to invest a lot of money, and sometimes you have to lose, because if you don't lose, you're never going to learn, and maybe you haven't achieved anything if you haven't lost anything. In the same time, if you want to be a billionaire, you have to also invest millions, and you have to maybe lose certain amount of money to become that billionaire, because when you are making, like, not making mistakes, but whenever you're going through your journey, the journey is not going to go just straight up. It's going to be like waves, up and downs. It's going to be success and down, maybe not successful days. But whenever you look back, you're going to have a look at, your steps and decisions you made, and you will analyze those mistakes, or you will analyze your decisions, and you're going to keep going and say, okay, now I learn it, I have to do XYZ. And yeah, we could see Andre have a huge knowledge. Exactly, guys. And whenever you see Andre, and it was in Malaysia when he had like a whiteboard where he was writing numbers and the ideas. I was looking at it and I was like, what? Oh my God, he's like an Einstein in 21st century. Whatever is in his mind, I wish to see the vision. I wish to see what he can see. I wish I could think like Andre Havarato thinks, because I remember when Armand was Armand's Mornings, a good friend, and who shared this business opportunity with me. Even 2-3 years ago, he said to me, Anete, I don't think you still realize what sort of project it is, what sort of opportunity it is. And I can say, yes, back those days, I probably didn't understand. And I'm just sometimes asking myself, do I still understand what it is that we are trying to do? Is this really, like, is this our time? Is this what we can really do to the world to make a meaningful difference in the world? Is this that chance, to do something good? Because I believe we're all good people in this company, and we are all, unique in this company. We have all our stories in this company, and together we are making this mission even more important and unique. And whatever Andre Havrato has done in his life, I wish I've done at least half of it. Creator of Academy of Private Investors, where he's teaching whoever wants to learn about the wealth and wealth management, wealth creation. A multidisciplinary professional investor and businessman. Like, he's not just investing in one market segment, he's investing in more than 20 market segments, understanding how each market works. Guys, how many years is going to take? For him, it took 21 years. I don't want that long, but this is like a luggage of the knowledge and information he has and he owns. No one ever can buy such things. You have to experience that. Author of the Crypto Unit program, host of the Secrets of Millionaire with Andre Havrato, and that's one of my goals. I want to be on that program. Do you? And share your success and your story on the front of like thousands of people. The best business coach according to Mellon Rich magazine and Finance Time Business Journal, chairman of the Investment Council International Public Association World Generals of Peace, award of the Dove Peace Medal, and master of realizing the dreams. Just ask yourself, for those who are in the business already, have you achieved any of your dreams already? Put plus if you have, and minus if you haven't. At least one of the dream that you had, have you like achieved during through this company? Because guys, I have achieved many. I have 3 dream boards that I created because I passed the master profit training, and 2 of them are 90% completed, and I had to do a live board because I don't want to keep redoing the new dream board and put it somewhere under my bed. I want to see all my achievements and all my goals and dreams that I have achieved. So think, if you have achieved any of your dreams, and how many more dreams you can achieve if you stick to this mission. So how we are planning to implement this new economic evolution of the world. There are 3 components or 3 directions via which we are implementing new economic evolution of the world. First is education, then there is a co-ownership, and then there is a business, or I call it like a partnership in the mission. So let's have a look at the education first. I'm really passionate about education, guys, because this is what helped me to get out of my financial difficulties back in 2016 when I was paying everything, including my bills, my mortgage, my helping my parents, my mom and in Latvia from my credit card. So you can imagine every time you're taking money out from the credit card, the fees you have to pay, and then you have to pay back, right? Yeah, so it was difficult times for me, but I'm glad I've done it because I know that I don't want to be there anymore, and I know what rules and habits I have to follow. But think about the financial flows and think in which financial flow you are right now and how you can get to the next financial flow. Because the first financial flow is financial flow of poor. You don't have to necessarily be poor as we can imagine what poor person means, but poor means that, you know, you have one income stream and you're spending whatever you're earning, right? So whenever I ask people how much you spend, they say as much as they earn. But in a proper way would be either you spend less than you earn or you earn more than you spend. Okay, but financial flow of poor, they are earning and they're spending equally the same amount of money. When I moved to London 10 years ago, I was financial flow of poor because I had one income stream and I had my bills and expenses, basic things, basic needs that I could cover from my income. When I was applying for the credit card, all the banks were declining my request. Thanks God they did, because I didn't they couldn't see that I will be able to pay my credit card. Okay, so these people are just living a basic lifestyle. The next financial flow is the middle class. I've been there as well. Put pluses if you've been there, guys. Financial flow of middle class means that you're earning a little bit more, but you are spending even more because now you're eligible to receive the credit card, the mortgages. Maybe you can take the car on a loan, or things like that. You can go on a holiday on and pay out later on. So when I start earning more money, suddenly the same banks that declined my request to receive credit cards some time ago suddenly were giving me the credit cards. I was obviously really happy because I could spend money and I was able to afford the things that I wanted. But did I really could afford the things I wanted, or I was borrowing money from the bank and then I was paying back even more money later on? These people most of the time look maybe rich. They might look rich. They might look that they can drive the latest car, or they're living in a nice flat, but they're still they're still buying things from the credit card or on loans. But what will happen if these people are losing that one income stream that they're still paying their mortgages and bills, right? So I have had the people in my circles that I know have lost that one income stream, and they have loads of liabilities to pay, and they have also kids to look after, right? So they're in big problems, and unfortunately people sometimes get very deep depressed. They are very depressed, and they feel, they start thinking wrong things, which is not nice. And these people sometimes don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's why this financial flow of the middle class sometimes can be very dangerous, but hopefully none of us are there. And the last one is the financial flow of rich. Again, here you don't have to have 7 digits in your bank account to be in a financial flow of rich. To be financial flow of rich, you have to think like wealthy people. You need to think, what is it that you need to do today to get in a financial freedom, okay? Because financial flow of rich people are not going to buy liabilities, their cars and houses, and they're not going to go on luxury holidays and buy watch and clothes and whatever the middle class are doing from their income. Financial flow of rich will buy the assets that are producing the income, and from that income they're going to pay for the expenses and liabilities. Okay, so financial flow of rich, unfortunately only 10% of people are there, because those are the ones who knows how the money can work for them. So you see, there are more 90% has more classes than the rich class. And as I already said, the only thing that will help you to get from the poor middle class to the rich class is the education. Okay, there's no point to give you more money if you don't know how to manage it today. Okay, if you know what are the rules that you have to follow, then you need to start thinking like a rich person, and then you start attracting that wealth and abundance. Okay, so where you can learn to become to be kind of a rich person, or start thinking like a rich person, a wealthy person, is via this private Academy of Private Investors, okay, which was founded in 2011. It has online and offline on training programs and promotional literacy, financial literacy. There are way more than 100,000 students who've passed this training already, and variety of course and trainings. This Academy of Private Investors was created just after Andre Havrato kind of avoided the third bankruptcy. Then he understood, he wrote those rules, he wrote those habits, and he understood, okay, I avoided it because I have now the enough knowledge, and then I have now enough information and experience to kind of to map out all the kind of the situations he had, and now how he can pass it to others to avoid the things, the wrong things, the wrong decisions that he made it. And in this Academy of Private Investors, there is a lot of information, lots of in English and lots of Russian, and we are translating in Spanish and Italian, guys. But the information which is available already is priceless. If you just simply learn 8 rules of private investors and you start implementing it, not just remembering it, but implementing 8 rules of private investors, you will start seeing the difference in your financial flow. All right, but 8 rules of private investors is just the basics, and I wish in school they did teach us that as well, because with the professional education plus this financial education will make us to become successful people. All right, because as a professional people, we know how to earn the money, but as with the financial education, we know how to then manage the money that we earning. Okay, then we wouldn't need to go to out there and ask for the pay rise, or go in picketing, or people wouldn't lose the jobs or be in problems, because they would know how to manage their own money. Also, in investment topics, you would you would be able to have an access to 12 development levels of private investor, how to turn $1 in 1 million. Guys, I can tell you that with $10 a month, with a compounding percentage, if it's 8% per month, you can become a millionaire in 10 years time. Did you know that or not? Put pluses if you knew that. You can. Everything is possible. And when I saw that simple thing, the simple calculation, I was shocked. I wish at the age of 16 or 18, I knew what means compounding percentage. It's like an 8th world wonder. And for those who want to learn, what is the compounding, you have to get an access to one of the education informational products. You would learn also fundamentals of capitalization, trading of the Moscow exchange, or we would adapt to, American or London exchange, professional online course of investment consultant. Okay, there's a lot of materials. There are like, I don't know how many hours of learnings that you can have. Actually, I have somewhere. Actually, I printed out. For those who say that we don't have enough information, guys, this is everything is available in your back office as EIPs. And there is a lot of learning. And also here you have an access to find out what is the compounding, and also how you can become, how you can earn. If you do the calculation here, you would know how to turn $1 to 10 millions and more. Yeah. So do have a look at the back office if you haven't done yet. And for those who are watching this for the first time, guys, this is a priceless information, but there is more to it. So then you can learn also the business and personal growth topics, how to turn any dream into reality. If you haven't got any dreams yet, probably you do have, you just have to think about it. So we teach how to dream again and how to evaluate your dreams as well. Time management, that's my topic of the year, and many people who went to Malaysia, they love this topic, and I love it as well, because sometimes I have to watch my presentation myself and recording, because sometimes you can become very distracted with the different tasks and tools. The tasks and how you call it, tasks and different things basically that can distract you from the main goal or from the main actions. Okay, so the time management, as an entrepreneur, something is, you have to learn. It must, because when you are in a job, your boss is controlling your time, right? When to come to work, when you leave work, when you go to lunch and so on, when you're going on holiday. But when you become an entrepreneur, the time management, oh my god, you can get lost. I got lost when I was started because I didn't know what to do with my time. And we all want the time freedom, but when the time freedom comes, we don't know even what to do with the time. And the same time is about the money, guys. When we dream about loads of money, then when the loads of money comes, we don't even know what to do with it. So we need to prepare ourselves, before we get into that, situation, a good situation to have, right? And then you can learn also personal coaching, source of additional incomes, and so on. As I said, everything is available in our back office. For the new people, hello, something happened. Can you see me, guys, now? Whether the signal problem or something happened. Let me check. Yes, you're back. Perfect. So what I was saying is that when I played this game for the first few times, I really didn't like the game. I was like, no, I don't like it, and I want to throw this game outside the window, because I was not able to get out of that rat race. Everyone else who played a couple of times, they already passed the training a couple of times. They passed the master trophy. They were able to get out of that rat race. I stuck to it because I didn't know the rules. I didn't follow the rules because a simulator to the real life events, that you are decisions that you're making in the real life. It's just like it's like a mirror to your real life, because as I said, when I was not able to get out the rat race, those are the things, the decisions I was making in my real life. And today when I played the game, I'm using 8 rules of private investor, because the game is based on 8 rules of private investor, and decisions you will make, it will help you. The strategies that you will put in the game will help you to get out of the rat race. So if you haven't played the game, then figure out either how you can buy the game, or you need to reach out to your local leaders if you have the office, and just ask them to organize the game for you. Yeah, because it's really good tool. Also, we have had the Genius of Finance tournament. It was, I think, last year. I also was like really like, shall I play? Shall I not? I don't know really whether I can win the game and so on. So you see, these are the emotions and things and thoughts that I have maybe sometimes in real life. Shall I go and challenge myself? Shall I go and try this out or not? But in this tournament, it was a really interesting. It was an interesting experience. Obviously, I didn't win. There were better people, players than I was. But this time, I would love to play it again and challenge myself much better. Yeah, because I do have the rules. I know how the rules, what are the rules and how to implement the rules and how to play, the game. But participation of experience of investors and newcomers is great, because the person who is running the game or facilitator of the game has a good experience in investment world, so who is running the game and helping with the cards and, to make your decisions, should have some background in investment world. They should know how, I don't know, banking system works, or how the property industry works, how you can buy and sell and so on, because otherwise you can't play the game. You still can play, there's no exclusions. You still can play the game if you haven't, if you don't have handle loss and move on. Yeah. Oh, that's actually a very good thing, because one of our players, when I was playing the game, he was losing a lot. I wasn't the last loser, but someone was losing a lot, and you can see how the person's approach to the game changes, and how the person's, the energy changes. You can see the person is not happy, becomes very angry, or they don't want to share the opportunities, or they just become that, how naturally people will feel in real life. So yeah, the game is like, it's perfect way, for you to implement the things that you're learning from Academy Private Investor or EIP products. And here is a little video that I guess sometimes explain more than thousands, how you call it, the 1,000 words.
The training game Genius of Finance is a new revelation in business training. In a short time, the training has become popular in more than 20 countries of the world. It received the approval of a huge number of business trainers, mentors, and coaches. What is the reason for its effectiveness? Knowledge does not bring success, only experience gives the result. Under the guidance of an experienced presenter in the form of a game, you simulate the events of real life. Get the experience of investing, communication, and generating new ideas. You are working on your goal in the game. You clearly formulate your goal and work out strategies for achieving it. Vision of opportunities gives you extra results. The game will expand your boundaries of thinking and allow you to notice in life what was previously hidden from your attention.
You see, even
the training game Genius of...
You see, even the game already, the game before you start the game, before you start playing the game, asks you to choose your dream. It asks you to choose your goal. If you don't have the game, the goal or the dream on your table, you have to think about your dream. Same in the real life, guys. Before we're doing certain things, or we are making important decisions in our lives, we need to decide why we're making these decisions, because sometimes we are just flying or floating through our lives without knowing where we're actually going, what is our direction, what we want to achieve, where we want to go, what we want to experience. We have to first make the specifics where you want to get in your life, because so many people want to win a lottery, and I know my friends as well, I know they're playing a lot of lottery, they're spending a lot of money, wishing to win the lottery. But when you count all that money together, what they have paid for the lottery ticket, you can invest that money, and probably by now some of the people could have a very nice global, like not global, but investment portfolio. You see, but people don't have that knowledge. People don't know how to make the money work for them. And there is this year in UK, we have a 25-year anniversary for the National Lottery, and they made some specific there's some important situations that happened, or the bullet points, what happened in the 25 years time. And there are a lot of people who won a lot of money, and I remember reading it and I was in shock. So one person bought 25 cars with his lottery winners. Another person splashed $10 million, 10 million pounds in 2 years time, and right now he's working in the job that pays £10 per hour. And I can imagine that there are a lot of people also who won the money even more broke than they were before the winning the lottery. That's actually what the statistics shows. So do you really want to win the lottery, or you want to invest in your knowledge and education and don't hope for this lottery for you to win the lottery, but actually for you to become that like to be in that financial flow of rich, to have that mindset? Because as I said, if you earn £2,000 or dollars today, and suddenly you're going to start earning £10,000 a month, do you actually know what you're going to do with this money? If you won $1 million or whatever currency tomorrow, do you know what you're going to do with this money? Start writing down the things and start thinking like a rich person or the wealthy person, what you're going to do with this money. Okay, because once this time comes, you don't want to lose all of that. You don't want to make a rush decisions or emotional decisions. You want to be prepared for that moment that happens. Most of the people are not prepared. Those lottery winners are not prepared for it. But are you prepared to win the lottery? Are you prepared, to make a fortune, or to earn those £10,000 a month? Are you ready for it? Like, honestly, put it, hand on your heart and say that. If not, then maybe you still have to invest in your knowledge. Maybe you still need to go and read some books. Maybe you still have to educate yourself. Guys, I recently bought the book again. I keep educating myself, because as I said, I will never stop learning, because the life will never stop teaching, and the things are changing every day, every time, and there's so much to learn, so much to educate. The things that they never teach us in school, and definitely they didn't teach you how to win the lottery and how to manage your winners. Okay, so don't be that person who is splashing $10 million in 2 years time. Be the person that is making from 10 million more and more and more. I'm ready but not participate in lottery. I sometimes at time buy it just for fun and I don't win anything, but there are people who are really like playing every day. So the co-ownership, guys, every purchase comes with some bonuses. As I said, I recently bought the book, just a book, cost me money to buy the book, and I buy more and more books, but those books don't come with bonuses. Those books comes with just a more heavier my bag, because handbag, because I have to put this book while I'm traveling and read this book, but there are no bonuses. I will tell you that this educational package that we are giving in this company is the only company that gives you the bonuses, that imagine while you read any book, while you're reading it, you're making your money. Show me any book in the world that does that. Show me any course, any training where you would be able to go attend the course, learn the information, and then you are willing to put this information in practice because you are earning certain bonuses with your according to your success or equally to your success. There is no such a thing. But guys, here in this company, Andrei Havratos has thought about the new economic evolution of the world. So there is a bonus, which is following.
Программа CryptoUnit обеспечивает...
This is the wrong video, but anyways, I'm going to explain my own words. It's a crypto unit program, which is based on 20 sectors of the investment market. So we are talking about the financial world. We are teaching people how to become financially independent or financially free, right? There are certain knowledge, certain information you need to learn and understand. But there is also another side of it. So you need to understand how your money can now work for you. Obviously, if you put under the pillow, it's not going to work. If you're going to put like a $10 note on I don't know, in the pot, it's not going to grow. The 10 pounds is going to stay 10 pounds. So we need to learn how now the money can work for us while we sleep, and where we have to see that money, in order to grow. There are more than 20 sectors which we can learn and do our own due diligence, more than that. But our company's CEO with the investment department decided that those will be 20 sectors of investment market where we will be, our crypto unit program will be based on. So what I recommend to you is to go and understand each and every sector of this market or the global market, and understand how each market is working. put it under my photocopier. By the way, one of my friends said once that she put it under the mattress, and other friend bought the mattress and throw out the old mattress. And obviously imagine, like, when the other person comes in and asks, where's my old mattress? They had to go and run and find the old mattress, because in old mattress there was the money. So be careful where you keep your money, guys, okay? So let's go quickly through what are the segments that we are putting the crypto unit program is based on. So every time we are purchasing and becoming a student of Academic Bright Investor, or we are buying the education information product, it comes with a bonus crypto unit program that is based on different market segments. And one of the segments could be a properties or culture business, or science business, or banking sector. And one of the businesses we have, we are the co-owners of, is Sushi Master. It's a Japanese takeaway restaurant. Who loves sushi? I love sushi. I can make the sushi, and I love that we are co-owners of the sushi, because I will be eating all day long. This Japanese takeaway restaurant main goal is to have more than 50,000 restaurants in 10 years. So divide 50,000 times 10, how many restaurants we have to open per year. And to do that, we need a lot of support. We need a lot of people who are eating a lot of sushis for us to be more successful. And imagine that you go to the sushi restaurant and you are eating your sushis, and you say to the waitress, you know what, I'm the co-owner of this restaurant. Or you're inviting business people, they're eating your sushis, and then you say, do you want to be part of it? And then you can explain how you can be part of the Sushi Master. And basically the estimated capitalization of the company is up to 250 billion US dollars. It's a lot of money. Do you know how many billions are in how many zeros are in billion, guys? It's a lot. And I already seen a lot of restaurants opening, like popping up everywhere. One of them is going to be soon in Spain. A lot of them are in Ukraine, Russia, Kazakhstan. But I hope those restaurants will be also in London, where I live, or in Latvia. Because recently one of my friends said that they waited for sushi for 2 hours. It would be a great business to be part of, and I cannot wait to taste it as well, because a lot of people are already doing it. So the Sushi Master is one of our assets, and imagine more and more people will eat our sushi. The more profit it goes back to us, and then it will be distributed to people. Okay, that's what I said. While you're reading the book and learning, you're earning. So Sushi Master, while people are eating, you're earning as well. Another business that we have we are part of, and we are the co-owners, is the innovative transport technology. Well, guys, this is the business or the project that I know since 2014, and there is no such a thing as impossible in this world. What I've seen, and with this project, is like it's unbelievable. It's believable, unbelievable, because from nothing, from papers, from beautiful pictures, when I got to see and to know this project, is grown to the projects that we have a solid project, not us, but this company has solid projects already in Dubai, and probably many projects around the world. This project is not just a picture anymore. It's a physical product that you can taste it, not taste it. You can touch it. You can feel it. You can you can sit in the train, as many partners did it in last year in Berlin. It's real. It's nothing like imaginary anymore. And knowing that this technology will be more ecological, more safe, much faster, much cheaper, more enjoyable, because it's going to be very fast and it's going to be above the ground. And comparing to other trains that I have in London, it makes me motion sickness. With this train, you won't have that. And everything is so modern. And well, what I say, it's everything we ever wanted in the transport system. It's in this technology. And if you can look at the market value of $500 trillion, it's a tremendous, right? Imagine what is the market potential. It's huge. and the average cost per kilometer is $5 to $10 million only. Guys, if you don't know, then do your own research. The average cost for the rail transport is up to $50 million per kilometer. If it's a high-speed train, it can go even $100 million per kilometer. And this one is only $5 to $10 million per kilometer, obviously depending on the project and the landscape and complexity of the route of the journey to build this transport. But basically, it's so much cost effective. Imagine, for customers to pay for it, it will be just nothing. As I said, it's ecological and safe, and conservation of the nature. So we save the land acquisition as well. It's very minimum. You don't have to. It's not a train, it's a cabin. Okay, it's a cabin. It's something between the monorail and a cable car, if you want to be specific about that. Yeah, Tom, thank you. The other one is the movie industry of Kitmar. Actually, I was watching Mila presenting this particular investment that we have in our global portfolio. As she says, it's not just a movie; it's something more than that. It's an opportunity for us to be part of the message that we want to send out to the world. Because for myself, I don't like to watch fantastic movies or fantasy movies. I love to watch movies that are based on true stories or something that I can learn from. One of my favorite movies is the movie The Bucket List. It's about two men who are talking about the dreams and the things that you need to think about before you die. These are kind of things we should be watching instead of having instead of watching the movies that are not real, or about the cars or shooting or robbing banks or all these kind of messages. What they are trying to tell us, what are they trying to teach us? I think it's a wrong message, and we shouldn't be watching such movies. We should watch movies that are with the education behind it. It's something that we can learn. We can then say, okay, yeah, this is the movie that everyone needs to watch, and you don't have to be afraid to show it to your kids, because it's going to be something they can learn from. So this is the movie industry. Kitmar, they're going to present a nice movie about the Dragon Man, and there's a deep story behind it as well. We did manage to watch a trailer in India when we had our company's 5th birthday celebration, but hey, I look forward to the full movie. And I know it's going to be released in China and India, as well as worldwide film market. And what I love about the China is that you cannot download the movie from the internet if you don't pay for it, because before I was watching such movies, but then I realized that I'm stealing from someone in terms of they put your time in, they have to pay the actors and so on, so you have to pay for what you want to watch. And in China it's very strict, so it's a good market to come in. It's very strategically placed made decision as well, but at the same time it's a great entry to the film and high quality entertainment project. Again, it's not just one movie, it's something so much more to it, and the company has over 15 successful projects already. What about Basalt Fiber investments? Okay, Alenka, later on. Another opportunity for us is a Cryptomat, crypto exchange ATM. On Instagram, I'm following, by the way, Warren Buffett. If you haven't done it, do it. And there was one post where Warren Buffett said which industry or what businesses people should invest in terms of so they can create a passive income stream. And one of it was the ATM machines. And when I posted that we have an ATM machine business, so many people asked me, what is the business about? How you can have ATM machine. And I explained it, what we do. They said wow, this is it. So interesting. No one, they never heard or come across such an opportunity. So crypto ATM machine is another solution for today's challenges we face, or for today's situations with the banks, and what's happening with the digitalization, and how the banks are trying also to. Actually, I once heard that the banks are trying to to how to say to take out the cash and make everything digital as well. So whether it's going to be a digital coin to digital money, or they're going to find another solution, but basically we are moving from industrial age to digital age, and everything will be digitalized, not just money, but also, as we know, people will, I mean, not people, but there will be robots coming in place, and they're already automation or robotization happening. Okay. Anyway, so Crypto Machine is an exclusive offer in the market where we can exchange our fiat money to cryptocurrency or other way around. Plus, because it's our ATM machine, we will be able to put the money in and buy our crypto units or crypto tokens in the future once we have everything put in the market, right? The cryptocurrency market capitalization is $300 billion. Wow. Again, how many billion zeros are in a billion? 16% growth of the BTC over the last 2 years. So imagine what's going to happen in the next 5 to 10 years. And 3,000 cryptomats in the world compared to 3 million banks ATMs already in the market. So we can probably put even more crypto ATMs. I've seen this machine myself. I did touch it. It's real. It's there. And the first crypto ATM machine is already sent to Estonia, where we got the license. And the Estonian license is very important because this license works across different European countries. And we are looking for business partners or buyers who would love to implement to buy this ATM machine and implement in their countries. Yeah, especially where the cryptocurrency is in favor, or it's friendly, because not every country is accepting the cryptocurrency. And innovative basalt technology. I'm still trying to learn this particular industry, guys, because as I said, Andre Havrato has 20 years experience and it's a lot to learn, but this sounds very interesting as well. And this is very exciting because this is something that this technology is innovative, environment and natural material for universal use. So for those who are building the houses, you can exchange you can replace the materials, how you are putting all the steels and probably the metal in the house with the basalt system, which is much more cheaper. It's easy to process, economical, it's much cost effective. It's probably the houses will be cheaper to build as well. The raw materials base has no boundaries, and it can be replaced in many different products. And now this material is a lot of in Asian countries, and we have the technology can extract this basalt. And I'm very surprised, knowing the potential of this basalt technology. How come no one has done it before? So there must be, whether people, I don't know, maybe the people didn't think about that yet, and thanks God they didn't, again, because the same about the innovative technology, we can also work with them together. There is always the right time and the right place for everything. So we should be happy that no one thought about this before, because we are the co-owners of this technology today, and it has the ability to replace most exciting existing materials. So let's see what this technology will bring us in the future. And the last but not the least is online platform Shikard. These two gentlemen, Stervik and Denis, is very popular in Kazakhstan. They've done a lot of projects in the past. They've done some applications for Microsoft. They've done some automated system for the hospitality industry, to connect like a back-on system with the front reception desks. Particularly how it looks like, I haven't seen it, but I've heard that they are very known people in Kazakhstan, and a lot of people want to work with them, and they are very kind of very well-known people. So again, it's a very big pleasure to work with such people, such smart people, who can create something unique, something that hasn't been done in the world up until now. And to be a co-owners of this online platform is something amazing as well. Apparently, it's already available in application, so we can download it, but at the same time they asked us to wait till the application is all updated, rebranded, so that we can use it. And it's going to be a world famous platform for entrepreneurs and consumers. So it's again some sort of win-win situation where you can connect the clients and the entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurs will have their the business coming in all the time. At the same time, clients can receive some loyalty bonuses. You see, it's a bit of difficult to explain things that you haven't seen it or used it yourself, but it sounds exciting. It sounds that we can save a lot of money to entrepreneurs, make more cost effective their business. We can make a retaining business opportunity for them, so clients are coming back, and at the same time clients are happy to come back because they receive loyalty bonuses. So what else we need, right? We just need to see how this ShipCard card can work with our company, with our platform, with our back office, because via the ShipCard application we can access to more clients, and we will be able to access to entrepreneurs who are also looking for different opportunity. So reduce costs, more sales, that's all what we know and what we want in these days, right? So there are more projects that we have, partnering with, and more projects that you're co-owners for those who are part of the EIP program. You just have to do your own due diligence, but these are the most exciting ones, the most, I guess, how to say, more profitable projects. So we just have to follow and see what more the company can release. And the implementation and development of the CR program is divided in three phases. So the phase one is already kind of a pre-opening, where we have like a closed group access to this token unit. It has 8 stages, and we are on stage 8.2. So the last stage was divided into sub stages, and duration is 6 to 12 months. And we have to put in circulation 30 billion tokens. Phase 2 will start from the next year, and duration will be 8 to 17 months, and we will release 20 billion CRU token units in circulation. And it's going to be an opportunity to use our token, not to use, but to get an access to our tokens from different sources. So many people will start having an opportunity, or how you calling them, they will have to make a decision where they want to get the token, either via our program or to go, through the hedge funds, brokers, investment companies, where they will have an access to these tokens. But I believe that, those prices will be much higher than via our program. And as I will explain it, you will have different opportunities how you can earn, or your friends or colleagues or business partners can earn if they come through our program. But they will have an opportunity, different options basically. And the phase 3 will be global merchandise, which will have a duration 4 to 8 years time, 8 years, and in circulation we will release 20 billion CRU tokens. The asset valuation will be over $100 trillion. Today's valuation is over $100 million, according to last year's this October results and statistics. So imagine $100 trillion worth assets. So it will be combination of all different projects, guys. I just mentioned new ShipCard, I mentioned innovative technology, the Basel system and so on, but there will be more and more and more assets. So this is going to be a massive global portfolio that has no one ever built before in this world, okay? And you have an opportunity to be part of it. And global merchandising means that people will be able to purchase different services or goods or products using our tokens. Yeah, so it will be a payment valuable payment system, or like a money that you can buy things. Yeah, as I said, value of assets in the core portfolio over 120 million units USD dollars, based on statistics as October 2019. And these assets are growing. The portfolio is growing every month. If we started with 12 million in March, then today it's already more than $100 million, $120 million. Yeah, by the end of December, probably it will be so much more. That's why, guys, I'm saying we are here as part of the we are co-owners of that portfolio. I know in the real world, not real world, but like if we go to the hedge funds and we want to have an access to this type of project, in London, the minimum investment in this type of projects will be $10 million, 10 million, sorry, £10,000. With £10,000, you get an access, you have the entry level access to certain portfolio, but you have no idea where you put the money in. You have no idea what projects are those. You have no idea what industry it is. The average minimum investment in portfolios, well, you have an access to this portfolio and have a sort of you will have you will be in charge of the portfolio starting something from £500,000, yeah, and then you have all the audits, all the financial reports. You have you know where the money is gone and how much money they're expecting to receive. You know, these are the realities. Those are the facts. And here you don't have to do. You don't have to buy such big packages. You don't have to be such an investor. You know, our education information products doesn't cost that much money. Yeah, and most of the hedge funds are actually there to make the money, and for most of the investors, sometimes they are not even winning. You know, sometimes hedge funds are just, you know, for those brokers to win the money. So what this program can provide you, it can give you the access to educational products or programs. There are many 10 different programs with different information. Ownership of the global investment portfolio. As I said, you know, you buy the book, you don't have anything in here. You buy the educational program and you have an access to the global portfolio, where in the real life, you would pay a lot of money and you have no idea what the returns you will have because you wouldn't have control over it. Monthly loyalty program bonuses. So if you are a partner of our mission, obviously the company will want to reward you. Opportunity to receive unconditional profit bonuses. So portfolio is bringing certain money in already, so you can earn a profit bonus from the portfolio. Yeah, regulated transparent financing, CRU value growth via asset growth. So more active partners we are in this mission, more money we can bring to this portfolio, and bigger portfolio can grow, assets are growing, and everyone is happy. Again, win-win situation, right? As I said, Andre Havrato has the mission, but he needs the right people on this mission to help it to accomplish, because by helping him, we are helping ourselves. CRU value, an opportunity of CRU circulation and global merchandising, as I already explained. And another thing, if you are investing via hedge funds in the real world, you are not growing the portfolio. You are just waiting for the returns. Being in this company, being in this close group, you know, whenever you're purchasing EIP product, you are helping with the growth of the portfolio. You see, this is what means to be a investor or the co-owner. Yeah, decide which sounds better. I think the co-owner sounds so much better. An MLC business, or as I say already, a partnership in a mission, is what I love about this company, because I can be in charge, not in charge, but I can help, you know, to have a better result. And what we have achieved in 5 years' time, we've got more than 800,000 partners around the world, in more than 150 countries, and investments in financial education and global business opportunities. Yeah, that is global. You don't have to work locally, you can work globally. And how we've done it is via multi-level crowd investing. How I explain this? So our mission is to educate 15% of population, right? So what do we need? We need a crowd. So we need to educate 15% of population, so those 15% can educate others, right? So we have to start with people. So we want to go and share this mission with as many people as we can, because it's like a rolling ball, right? You start a small snowball and it's growing bigger and bigger. So we need a crowd, and we need a crowd who is ready to invest in their knowledge, who are ready to invest in their education, right? They are ready to learn something new in order to make something better. And if we are adding multi-level, it means that, you know, its snowball effect will go globally, locally and globally, and every time we will receive certain commission as well. So I think it's a great opportunity. It's a great way how we can share this mission using word of mouth, around the world among all the people. And imagine, how many people we can help and how many more happy lives we can create. And what this company offers is the training. So we have online and offline training. Online, you're reading on your own time. So, before you're going to sleep, you read the education information products available in your back office. If you don't like that, then you can have an offline training, which is called by Master Profit Training. And Master Profit Training is done by the coach, professional coaches, qualified coaches who are already in the business for a long time. And they are not just reading from the book, but they're actually talking from their heart and from their experience. Then you have an unlimited instant income. So every time you're sharing this information, nothing happens for free, right? This world. So every time you're rewarded, if someone wants to invest in their education, you receive certain commission. International business without leaving the house. Well, guys, sometimes I don't leave my house for 2 days because all I have to do is just to eat and have my computer and internet and the phone. That's all you need to build a business. Yeah. So if you feel to work from home and if you have kids to look after, or you just have to be at home because of the certain life situations, then you can do that. You don't have to leave the house to build a business. Opportunity to become a business coach. So if you feel that you want to share this information with others and you want to coach others because you have something to share with them and you have that, the quality of coaching, and you just dream to be a teacher as I was dreaming to be in the school time, then you have all the opportunities to do that. No one is going to stop you. Who would ever think 3 years ago I will be a coach or the speaker and will travel around the world? No one. I even forgot about my dream. So this is your chance to be the one who you want to be if it's the coach. Loyalty programs until October 2021. So as I said, if you're loyal to our mission, then you are able to earn as well some nice loyalty program bonuses. Unconditional base bonus, profit bonus. So one bonus, another bonus, plus the international business, cash and token points. There is so many opportunities, guys, for you to earn. Portfolio capitalization and global merchandising. That's already in the future when you are able to exchange your tokens, points, which are the points at the moment, in the future to buy the products or the services. So here you go, guys. Perhaps you want to earn more, but I hope it's not just about earning more, it's about helping others. Hopefully you want to become international coach, help people. I remember about the significance when we are thinking not just about ourselves and what's in it for us, but when we start thinking about what we can add, what kind of value we can add to other people, it comes as a synergy. Like it's like a kind of the universe feel that you are doing not just for yourself, but you do it for others, and it does come back. It does pay back so much more. Remember, giving and receiving, we need to learn both things, and hopefully you are one who would love to be part of us and share this mission locally and globally, because we need more and more people. 15% of population, count how many million people those are. Be part of the global business with unlimited income. Maybe you want to be surrounded by successful people, become successful, and the most important is to learn financial what actually means financial freedom, what means to dream again, and how to make your dreams come true. Because by now I learned this information, and when I realized what is it that how people can take an advantage of you if you don't know certain things, it can hurt you and you can burn a lot. So this company is really, it's truly something that you can use the knowledge in this company, but you can use the knowledge somewhere else. You can build your life outside this company, you can build a business outside this company. Yeah. There are no many companies who can give you this investment knowledge. There are many companies who gives you the business knowledge, but not many gives you the financial knowledge. So think about it. If any of this is you, then then join us, be part of us. And if you really need a more extra help, I'm the person who always needs to speak with someone, and I'm the person that I'm learning, who can learn from successful people, and that's how I got, as I said, out of my financial problems and difficulties. It wasn't one book, it was trainings, those were courses, those were conferences that I attended, and I listened to successful people. And one of the courses I recommend in this company is the Master Profi. When I joined the company, on a fully base in 2016 in August, Armand Monix told me, pass the Master Profi training because it will help you to kickstart your business. I said, no, I'm from the sales part. I'm from the sales industry. I know how to sell. I know how to talk to MDs and decision makers, VPs, and so on and so on. A few months passed by and I haven't got anywhere. So I realized that I have to learn something that no one taught me before, and I have to, instead of inventing my own wheel, I need to follow the system. And then even with all my financial difficulties, guys, I passed the Master Profit training, and not only once, I think 3 times. Plus I was an assistant as well, and I then become a coach and so on. So I can tell you guys, this Master Profit is the key to your success. It can help you really to understand the company's mission and vision. It can really help you to understand the steps, how you are approaching the people, and how you can talk to them, and how to make, like, out of 10, 9 sales, how to manage your own money, because in this business is not just about earning, it's about keeping the money, protecting your money, and multiplying it. Because there could be a lot of people who are earning money and spending it, and waiting from one month to another month, because they just don't know the basics, and they don't follow those basics. So this Master Profi is a 3-day training with the professional coaches. You're going to work not 4 hours, no 5 hours, but you might work 8 and 10 hours, and you will have a practical exercises. You will be doing homeworks. You will be playing the Genius of Finance game. That's the first time, at least for you to try it out if you haven't done it. And you will have an opportunity to receive the perfect instruments and tools and secrets of how to build a business locally and globally. So if you need this help, then do so, guys. Don't think twice. The date should be released today, or definitely tomorrow in the back office. We have plenty of Master Profits all around the world, starting from 2020, 1st of January. Well, not 1st of January, but I think for mid of January, we have first Master Profit trainings, which will be available in different parts of the world. So please do follow the back office, and you will be able to decide which Master Profit training and which part of the city of the country you want to pass. So what you're gonna get in Master Profi, a lot. And I know that sometimes when you leave the training or the course or any presentation, you will remember maybe 30%. That's why it's important when you're not just listening, but you're writing, listening, and participating, as some of people have participated during this presentation. But guys, there are lots to learn. There's a lot to implement and to understand. And this Master Profi is not going to make a magic. This Master Profi is just the beginning for you to start to become that person that you want to become, right? To become the business person that with that mindset, with that investment mindset. Because after the Master Profi, the hard work or job will start. You will have to then take all of this, which is here, yeah, and implement in your real life, implement in the business. Because otherwise, there's no point to attending the Master Profi if you're not going to use it in a practical life, like practically, right? It's going to be just another rumor that there is a Master Profi with certain information, blah, blah, blah. You will have to prove yourself, so then you can prove others that this is working. Because whenever I put this information in my practical, it made magic. The Master Profi itself didn't make magic, but when I made the magic, I had the magic information, which then I created a big magic and I got the results. Only then you will become successful. Okay, so these are the investment topics which you can go and check in the back office as well. I'm not going to go through all of them now. I love 5 levels of investors, because whenever you talk to someone, you can recognize which in which level is the person in front of you, what sort of investor it is, what language you have to speak, what you should say, what you shouldn't say, what is the approach, how you can approach the person by saying the right things at the right time, fundamentals of investing on investment objects or in instruments. What is investing in new group of companies? You're gonna go and dig deeper, right? We just talked through four projects, but there are 20 market segments, so you can touch base all 20 market segments and understand how to create a portfolio in your real life. Then you have a business topics. As you can see, so much more, guys, and it works together. It doesn't work separately. You cannot learn just business topics or just investment topics. You have to learn them together because they're going to work together. And if you want to become professional, you need to know how this all works, right? You cannot tell the person how to bake the cake if you just read the ingredients and you have no idea how to bake the cake. How you gonna explain the other person to bake the cake, a nice cake, right? So same as here, if you want your people who are in your business to become successful, you need to learn how to become successful. You need to use these tools, you need to learn this information, and then you need to implement it, and then you can pass it to others, right? You need to be that transformation first. You need to transform yourself first, and then you are able to transform others, and you will the best thing ever is that someone can tell you, thank you for being there for me, thank you for helping me, thank you for opening my mindset, my eyes, my ears, and helping me to get where I want to be and to achieve my dream life. But guys, you need to be the one who is leading by example, right? And business topics is talking about the dreams. It talks about the business rendezvous and 5 business steps. It talks about the presentations and how you need to analyze your work and how to plan your work. There is a director's plan and there is a real director's plan. There's so much to learn and so much to implement in your life that you haven't done it up until now. The course costs 1,500 units, and believe me or not, I think it costs the price should be even more than that, because I know that some of my friends went to Tony Robbins conference and they paid not the Unleash the Success, or how you call it, but another one, and they paid 2 people $10,000 and they learned 8 rules of private investor, which here you get for so much less. So believe me or not, but this price is just a minimum. You're gonna get so much more back, only if you're going to implement what you learn. Okay, so you're not just ticking the box, but you are there to learn, to educate yourself, right? Those could be multiple books together in 3 days with the professional coaches that will help you to escalate your business much faster. Tony Robbins speaks too much. I hope I'm not talking too much. So promotions and news. These are the news. Again, guys, this is a global conference and webinar. You can check in your back office. You go to partner tools and you click on the calendars on left hand side, and you will have all the access to all the events happening around the world. But these are for December, because we are in December. So you see in Belarus, Russia, Australia, Kazakhstan, Belarus and Kazakhstan, where we have different events and conferences. From the next year, there will be more events in London, Spain, Italy, America, and somewhere in Africa, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Vietnam, India, and so on, so on. You just can travel all around the world or send your partners to those events. So news, webinars, events, legal investment webinars, supporting webinars like this one, and master profit trainings and so on. So you can have everything in your back office. Okay, don't say you didn't know that. Another exciting event is going to be October 19 to 20, 2020, event in 2020. This time is going to be in Moscow. For those who haven't been in Moscow, guys, Moscow is a beautiful city. I wish it happened in St. Petersburg, because it's even more beautiful city, but hey, Moscow it is. And so be ready, follow a Facebook group we have specifically created for the event into 2020 Moscow. Ainsley created it. If she's here, you can maybe share your share the link where people can join Facebook chat and start learning and educating yourself about the culture of Russia and what they love, what music they listen, what food they eat, and start planning your your holiday already today. Don't plan it till last minute. Okay, do it already today. And another one is the EIP Gold Anniversary, which will end in 31st of December. So guys, you have an opportunity to invest in gold, because I know there are, again, loads of companies and a lot of people approaching me saying, oh, there's a gold project, there is a opportunity to purchase the gold, but most of the time those are not real companies. So here you have an opportunity to purchase something really good that will go up in price. Gold will never go down. The gold is the only currency, kind of the only commodity that has stayed in at the price it has been for many years, and it's like not to stay at the price it was, but it's growing steadily, right? If other currencies are jumping up and down, then the gold is the one that is very stable, and it will always be so. So do it, don't miss it out. It's quite heavy, it's quite beautiful. And be again a customer of your product so you can teach others to do the same. And hey, this is one of the last things I want to share with you guys. So for those who are the new customers and will register from December 1st till December 31st, verification is optional. So you don't have to verify yourself to receive your crypto unit points as a gift, 200. Oh, how awesome is that? And imagine that, count 200 times 1,250, which is like a approximate predicted price in a few years time. Calculate how much this free gift will cost you. So let me quickly go through calculator. 200 times 1,000 to find, guys, it's going to cost you 25,000, 250,000. The gift can cost you in a few years time $250,000. It's just for free. How awesome is that? For those who says they don't want to do that, is still crazy people. The other promotion is if you have two partners who has registered since 1st of November, but they will make the first payment in between the 1st and 31st of December, they can get for 250 units each. Then you will get 2,000 units tokens as a present, from the company. Again, count 2,000 times 1,500. Oh my God, I want to do it myself because I just had this in my mind. 2,000 times 1,000. Oh my God, 2 million, 2.5 million. Crazy. You should be rushing, to find these people. And if you have 4 partners from the first line who registered from 1st of November to become an agent, accordingly to the plan, you will receive 5,000 units, not units, but 5,000 crew points as a present. And now do the calculation, 5,000 times 1,250. Again, crazy numbers. But guys, before I finish, in London it's about to be a nighttime. I don't know where you're listening me from, guys. I know someone you said it's 4 o'clock in the morning for you, but think about the dreams. And this is something that I really touch base all the time when I speak to my partners and when I teach people, like not teach, but when I share this opportunity with them. I always ask, what are your dreams? The end of the year is about to come. We have 1 month left, less than 1 month till to 2020. Make the next year better than this year. It's only us who can make the next day, next week, next year better than it was previously. But in order to do that, you need to figure out what are your dreams, what are your goals. And I want to give you a task. If you want to accept this task, this challenge, write down the 5 things or 5 goals you want to achieve next year. But don't write just I want to be successful, I want to be I don't know, I want to earn a lot of money. Write down 5 specific things that you want to achieve next year. Those things that you want to experience or to buy or to, or you want to be, or whatever it is. Write down 5 things. 5 things, and then decide which one is number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th. And then decide what are the 3 things you're gonna give up from next year or from tomorrow to make those dreams to come true. If you are saying you don't want to give up anything, then those dreams are not big enough. If you say you don't have to give up anything to achieve your dreams, those dreams are not big enough. You have to do something you haven't done up until now. You have to do something you haven't done in entire your life. you know, because there's always something that holds us back. But we will all, but only time we will be able to make a difference in our lives is if we figure out what we truly want. Because, you know, I don't know what is your experience, but whenever I speak to people and I ask them, what are your 5 biggest dreams? They have no idea. They can't tell me that. And when I say, what are the 3 things you want to give up? They don't know. And if those 3 things are enough, if those 3 things that you will have to give up are easy, that those are not the 3 things you have to give up. There must be something, either your dreams are too small or it's, I don't know. Because to make a meaningful difference in your life and to make a meaningful difference in someone else's life, you have to sacrifice something. You have to make a trade-offs. And if you are a big leader, then as a leader, you will have to make big decisions. You will have to make those challenging decisions, but it's not going to be just for you. It's going to be for others. So think about yourself, guys. Think about, you know, what are the 5 things you want to achieve next year? And think about the 3 things you want to, not you want, but you will have to give up, you're willing to give up to make those dreams to come true. And then this business also will count. Only this business will help you to achieve your dreams. Don't think just about the money. Think about that, something bigger than that. Think above them, beyond that. You know, when you see your dream life, then think what will cost it for you to make it happen. Okay, so this is about from my side. This is about to finish from my side. It took a bit longer than I wanted, but I did enjoy to be here with you guys today. And you know, I hope you also enjoyed it. If you have any questions, then you can ask me now. Okay, ma'am, I have a question about the ATM card. Are we going to be issuing ATM or not? If yes, then will it be? When will it be? It's a good question. I know there was such thing going around, such information going around. I believe it's still in process. I believe it's still in plans, but we first need to have the own bank attached to the back office, right? Because we can't issue the ATM cards if you don't have a bank. So I think we need to wait for another maybe 6 to 8 months, maybe, to have our own ATM cards. It will be. I know there is such a plan. At least it was, but yeah, we just have to wait. Things are coming, guys. Things are happening. We can't have everything at the same time, right? We just have to go step by step, little baby steps, to make it happen and not to rush too much, right? Because if you're gonna rush, we can make mistakes, and we don't want to make mistakes, right? You want to bake that cake slowly and properly. All right, guys. Well, do you have any other questions? If not, then I will let you go. For those who have to start the day, we'll have to start the day. For those who have to finish, we'll have to finish the day. Oops. Stop sharing. And yeah, guys, I guess I don't see any questions coming through. So thank you so much for watching me, and I will see you sometime soon. And enjoy your day. And if I don't see you, Merry Christmas for those who are celebrating.